Hey y'all, welcome back to The Crazy. I'm Leslie and this is Fat Cat Flossing, my channel about cross stitch and whatever other kind of needlework I happen to get into. Today is Friday, February 18th, 2022, and this is FlossTube number 128. And I'm late. I'm sorry. I've just been busy. I've been up to my ass in alligators with kittens and cats and assorted stuff. Don't we all have lots of stuff? But anyway, I'm back. 2 weeks late, but I'm back. And hopefully I'll be able to keep to my 2-week schedule again after this. Knock on wood. I have not as much stitching to show as you would expect for a month almost. But I got a little, so I'm going to share that with you. Life's pretty good here. My kittens are mostly doing well. Lottie's litter, which is the litter that the little boy that I was bottle feeding every couple hours, and he's doing better. He is up to almost a pound, and they are almost 7 weeks old. So he's way far below where he should be, but he is gaining weight. He's eating solid food now. I'm not having to bottle feed him every couple hours, thank God. But everybody else has caught the URI. So, you know, $500 later, I just got back from the vet, and they're all getting medicine. People ask me why kittens are expensive. This is why. But fingers crossed they will all do okay. I have one other girl that's pregnant and due, I think the last week of March, first week of April. I'll have to look and see. And then I am babysitting one of my friend Charlotte's cats because she is traveling, doing a bunch of cat show judging. And she wasn't going to be home when River was due. So River is here for me to midwife her. We had a trip last weekend to Memphis. And I met somebody from Eastern Tennessee in Memphis, which is about 4 hours for me and about 4 hours for her, I think. To drop off Cherry with her new mama. And while we were in Memphis, we did hit a few antique stores. And I'll show you my haul from there. And then Heart, the little girl I got from my friend Juanita, she went to a show last weekend in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and she came home a champion. So I am thrilled about that. But that did mean I spent most of a day driving her up to my friend Megan's, who lives in Siloam Springs, to drop her off. Megan took her to the show, and then I had to go back on Monday and pick her up. So it's just been general busyness, but busy's okay, right? It's all good. We've been watching some of the Olympics. One reason I haven't got as much stitching done. And then this is the weekend of the Daytona 500. So NASCAR's about to kick back in, and my husband is beside himself. So I think I will probably be NASCARing with him this weekend from the couch. But anyway, I think that's all I can think of to share. I have some finishes to show you. And we'll start here. This is a humble heart from Shepherd's Bush. And I did get it finished into the pillow. It's fairly hefty size for a pin pillow. But I find pin pillows easier to find a place for to display than I do framed seasonal stitching. So here it is. Got the little silver heart shown on. I did add some lace over here. And it's just got a quilting cotton. I plan to put something around the edges of this, but the only thing I had that matched was a mini pom-pom, and I didn't think the mini pom-pom looked proportionately good because the pin pillow was so large. So I'm on the lookout. I think what I might actually want is some chenille, if I can find some chenille that will match this. But there it is, my first finish, or fully finish. And I got another finish, and this was a finish and an FFO. This is Lovebirds is the name of this particular pattern. And it's from the Valentine booklet that Brenda Gervais put out last year. It's got the two little hens. He's given her a heart there. It says, "Be mine." And again, it's finished with a quilting cotton. This is from a layer cake. And I think it needs a little something extra. And I have ordered, I want some red velvet ribbon. And I'm going to tie some ribbon around here and put a little bow on it. But I like it. I kind of screwed up and I left my seam open on the top instead of on the bottom. So you can kind of see there's a little pucker there where I use a ladder stitch to sew it up. But that's okay. It's all right. Nobody will know but me. And then I also have some frame finishes to show. This is Grand Old Flag from Heartstring Samplery. And this is a frame. It had a mirror in it, a convex mirror. I picked this up, I don't know, for $4 or $5 from a thrift shop, I think a couple years ago. And I was just waiting for the right thing to put in it. And I thought the eagle over the flag was perfect. Steve's aunt actually messaged me when she saw that I posted this on Facebook and said, I had that. It's from a home interiors thing that she bought hers back in the 1980s. So Martha Ann has dated this for me. But I really, really like how that came out. I'm very, very happy with it. My only complaint is because this was a mirror in here, I don't have any glass over it, which is not my favorite in my house because I have lots of cat litter. I have lots of cats. There's lots of litter dust and there's lots of cat fur floating about. So I'll just take the, the sticky roller thing to it. But I'm pretty happy with that. And then this is Bovinia from Plum Street Samplers. I think this was a market release, I think 3 years ago. I am not positive about that. And I don't remember what color this frame was. It may have been gold. But I thought the black frame suited Bovinia better. And so I painted the frame and the inner frame, and it ain't perfect, but it's okay. It's good enough. It's done. With the exception of, y'all, I had lost my point driver. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about the point driver in a minute. But I tore the office up this morning and finally found it. So I was able to attach the back. So I still need to put the paper on the back of this one and that last one you saw, and put a hanger on this one. But she's going to go on my farm animal wall in my kitchen. It's not perfectly lined up. I got a little bit more room on this side than on this one, but again, it's good enough. It's done, and I really, really like it a lot. Sorry, I have FlossTube itchy nose again. That's like, you know, same song, second verse. This is my piece de resistance. This is, there we go, Winter Rose Manor from Brenda Gervais. And same thing, I finally found the point driver and got the back on it today. And I still need to add the paper and the hanger, but that's easy. I'll get that done when I'm done with this. And I love this, y'all. I love it so much. I screwed it up because I miscounted the number of diamonds here. There were supposed to be 5. Yeah, there were supposed to be 5 and I only did 4. So it ended up being compressed a little bit vertically, but that's okay. I just faked it up here in the flower pot and with some of the other little doodads there to make up the difference in the vertical spacing. And it's fine. It's just fine. So this is going to be hung up ASAP because I don't care if it's Winter Rose Manor. I don't care if there's snow on that ground. I love it. I'm going to hang it up. So those were my FFO'S. And I also had, and the pattern for the Humble Heart and for Bovinia are going to be giveaways. So stick around and we'll do those at the end. I also had a couple of finishes. And one of them was a start and finish, a SAF. I'm going to hold this back here because there's no cover photo. This is a freebie from Doreen Jones. If you go to her Facebook page, you can download this. And I just thought It was beautiful and bright and springy, and I love it. I love it so much. And I am debating, here's my finish. And this is done with most of the Call for DMC. I couldn't find a couple. They're probably in another project, but that's okay. I just substituted a color that was close to it. I am debating whether I'm going to go up here and put Welcome Spring. And I think I probably will. But still thinking about that. And there are also 2 more patterns that are very similar to this one that I will probably do at some point. So just really, really pretty, bright, vibrant colors. Love it. And then my other finish was one that had been hanging around for a while. And when I did my my whip parade, I thought, Leslie, you got to get some of this stuff done, girl. And so this is one I pulled out to make some progress on. And this is Shepherd's Hill from Shepherd's Bush. And it is done with the exception of, do it this way. I need to add, there are a couple of buttons. And then there were supposed to be like some little backstitched swirls here in the hill. And I decided, since this is Shepherd's Hill and the Lord is my shepherd, instead of doing those swirls, I have gone into my jewelry making supplies, because I used to rapidly make beaded jewelry. And I pulled out a little sterling cross, and I'm going to attach a little sterling silver cross right here instead. And he's so cute. He's so pretty. Most of these are specialty stitches down here, with the exception of this band here. And y'all, I would encourage you, Shepherd's Bush kits are great for becoming familiar with some specialty stitches. They give excellent directions, and you know, it's all included in the pattern, and their kits are frequently kitted with silk. It's a good experience of silk, but those specialty stitches were fun. I actually ended up repeating one here that was not called for, but I thought it came out so pretty here. I repeated it again down here. And I got out of order, and I have one too many bands, I think, here. There should have been a 3rd band down at the bottom, but I really don't think anybody's going to know that if I don't tell them. So I'm very, very happy with this. And I'm going to get the couple of buttons and that little sterling heart sewn on probably this weekend. So anyway, those were my 2 finishes. And this one is going to be a giveaway. You won't have the guts of the chart. You won't have the silk and the linen and the buttons, but it will be the pattern. So that'll be a giveaway shortly. So I can get it out of my stack. Okay, whips. What have I been working on? Can I get a drink real quick? Okay. Oh, here's one of the other things I did. My trash can sits over there, because that's just the best place in the room for it to sit. It would be much more convenient for it to sit here, because this is where I generate all the trash, is working right here. But that's not where it fits, because the ironing board that you're sitting on right now slides back into this corner, and the trash can would be in the way of that. So, but I generate all these little bits and bobs of crap here. So I just decided I needed a little trash can on my desk. And this is just a little box that, I don't remember, something from Amazon maybe came in. Maybe something my husband ordered from eBay. I don't know. But I took some scrapbook paper and just decoupaged it with some Mod Podge on the sides and made myself a pretty little box for my trash. I did not do it with great care and forethought, because it's a box for trash. So you can see all my brush strokes, and it's kind of wiggly, and it's not perfectly sized. But hey, it's a pretty little box on my desk for my trash. So I'm happy with that. Okay. Whoops, and see? Trash fell out of it. All my little corners clipped off of stuff. Okay. Whips. So I really am trying to make progress on my whips. I think when I went through, I want to say I had 33 when I counted. And now I'm going to start new things and add to them. But I am trying to make some progress on my existing things also. And one of those things that I pulled out, and I'm sorry I didn't get the pattern out ahead of time. And let's hope I put the pattern back in here and it's not still attached to my, oh, there it is. This is Erin Go Baahh, which I think is a delightful play on words. Or Erin Go Baahh. From Stitching with the Housewives. And I just love that little sheep. You know, I've got a sheep fetish. What can I say? And I think it's very, very cute. This is None of the Call For. And this is a 40 count. And I don't remember the color linen now. I'll try to remember to put it in the notes if I can think of it. But there's my little sheep. I had like, I don't know, 2 rows of the gray stitching done. So he was just barely even a whip. So, and now I'm about, halfway or more through the cup. The sheep's done. So I just need to finish the cup and add those shamrocks around him. And then maybe I'll have, what are the odds? Honestly, what really are the odds that I will have him finished for St. Patty's Day, but I'm going to give it the old college try. So there's my Erin Go Baahh. And this is None of the Call For. These are mostly Victorian motto. There's a classic color, or no, I'm sorry, a color and cotton, a couple of color and cotton, and then a Weeks Dye Works. And I just pull flosses from my stash for him. And I think he's so cute, and he's going to be tiny. He's going to be so tiny. And I think he will probably be a stand-up. We'll see. But that's kind of my plan. I have next to 0 St. Patty's Day decor, but I'm going to have some when I get him done, right? Then I started, this is another one I showed, a while back when I showed stuff I had kitted up that I wanted to start. This is Doodles Spring from Heart in Hand, and I just love it. I love the pretty springy colors. And I started this. This is on some 36 count even weave. I don't think it has a color name. It's from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. And I hate the color that I started it in. So I'm going to rip it out and do it again. It didn't look that dark to me when I pulled the DMC bobbin, but it is way, way darker than that. So I do not like my colors for this, so I'm going to frog this out and revisit my color combo on that. Sometimes I get them right. Sometimes I do not. This one I did not. Okay. This guy's also been around for a while. He is more or less my travel project because he's on a 32 count, so it's a little bit easier to see. And there is a buttload of fill-in. This is Spring Fling from Brenda Gervais. See, there we go, where there's no glare. And I love this big white rabbit. I think he's so cute. I did him on a little bit darker fabric. This is a Picture This Plus, I think. And it's more of a purpley color than the called for. But here's where I am. And I took him with me when we went to Memphis. And like I said, Memphis is right at 4 hours for us. And I probably did 3 lengths of thread of the white. I really thought I would get a whole lot more done. And I had outlined here at home, because fill-in stitching is what I need to do in the car. So I don't have to look at the pattern and count. So I had outlined all these flowers and leaves, and, you know, I had the bunny already outlined, and I thought, oh, I'm going to make all kinds of progress. And then last Saturday was very overcast, and it was not an ideal. There was not enough good light for me to really stitch. So I put like 3 lengths of thread, excuse me, in him, but I had gotten some additional, I think all I had before, I may have had 2 of the flowers outlined, but I did get the rest of the flowers outlined. So my goal is to have him done for Easter now. We'll see, but I have goals. And he is stitched, again, with virtually none of the call for flosses I've just pulled from my stash. These are almost all Victorian Motto. I think there's some DMC B5200, but other than that, they're all Victorian Motto flosses. I'm going to have a big mess putting all this stuff up, aren't I? Okay, and then I had a couple other new starts. The first of which this is Spring from OxLeony Needlework on Etsy, and I will link her below. And this is just a PDF that I downloaded from Etsy. And I've got the word spring and a big old carrot. So I still need to do the bunny. So I need to do the bunny and then this Easter basket. But I think it's going to be pretty cute. I like it a lot. And this is 36 count. I'm going to be lying to you again, aren't I? This is 36 count Mocha Beige from XG Designs. And then this is another Etsy seller. Let me find her information. And I don't think this one had a name. Or if it did, I don't remember seeing it. But it says Bunny Love. And this is from Bojo Mojo Designs, again, on Etsy. And all I need to do with this one is right here, fill in where it says Bunny Love. This is 36 count Picture This Plus Heroic, I believe. And I'm just using DMC. On both of these, it's all DMC. So, one of these two, or that last, the really bright one from Doreen Jones, one of these is going to be my exchange piece for Farm Girls Spring Smalls Exchange, but I don't know which one. We'll see. We'll see when I get done. We'll just see, won't we? This is my obsession, and I have to make myself not stitch on it to the exclusion of everything else. And this is Harbor Haven from By the Bay. This was originally released in 12 parts as a SAL, but it is now available in her Etsy store as a PDF download. I'm using all of the called for DMC, and there is a crap ton of it. And I made some fair progress before I made myself quit. Since the last time y'all saw this, I have added a boat, I think. I think I filled in this island, and I did a lot of fill-in over on this side. So, it's coming along. It's the tip of the iceberg because that pattern is absolutely massive, as you can see from the size of my linen here. But I'm pleased with my progress. And I haven't touched it in about 2 weeks because I made myself go make some progress on other things. But I will be coming back to this now that I have done my duty and made some other progress. So, very, very happy with that. I did iron things, believe it or not. Okay, and then the last thing that I got a little bit of progress on, this is another one of those that I saw when I did my whip parade and went, girl, you need to get that done. And this is Little Brick House from La-Di-Da. So, yeah, Little Brick House from La-Di-Da. And Julie McConnell showed this a couple years ago, and I thought it was so cute, and I had her kit it up for me. Actually, I think I just had her send me the pattern. And here's where I am. And since y'all saw it, I have finished this outline and got the letters through, I got up through I. So I just need to do J through Z, and this will be done. So I might get this knocked out this weekend. We will see. We'll see what we see, because, you know, I always say that and then I don't follow through, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's a very, very pretty little pattern. And it's really a pretty quick stitch. I've just haven't been quick about it. It's me. This is a Misty Purcell linen. I'm pretty sure. Luminous Fiber Arts in a 36 count. And I did my usual go my own way, pulled flosses from my stash. Yes, Luminous Fiber Arts Harvest Moon. Who knew I actually could write something down? So anyway, I'm looking for this to be a finish pretty soon. Hope springs eternal. Okay. And then the last one, this is going to be a start tomorrow. Tomorrow would have been my mom's 90th birthday. And she passed away in 2008, and I still miss her. Although I am so much like her that we drove each other crazy. But there are a lot of people stitching this as kind of a memoriam sampler, and I'm going to do the same thing. This is What Remains from Blackbird Designs. And this was exclusive for a while from a shop in Canada, and it may be Traditional Stitches. But it is going to be a Nashville release this year. And speaking of Nashville releases, the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock is my LNS, and they are just the best. They're awesome. And if you have things that you would like from Little Rock, Anne is doing pre-orders, and I will put her contact information in the drop down below when I get a chance to do that, which may not be till tomorrow. It'll kind of depend on how quick this uploads. But you can just email her and tell her what you want. Like I sent her a list yesterday of too many things. But anyway, I'm planning on starting this tomorrow. And I'm going to, I don't know where I'm going to do it, but I'm going to alter it enough I can get my mom's name in there. And I'm going to do it on, I'm going to do it on linen. 36 count, picture this plus Heartland. And again, I have, these are silks just from my silk stash. So of course I'm excited to be working on this because, hey, it's silk and I love me some silk. And I also think it's just a really, really pretty pattern. So I'm looking forward to getting this done. And what I'm probably going to do, you know, talking about adding my mom's name, I am probably going to interrupt the top border and maybe put her name across here. I don't know. We'll see. Because I really like those birds at the bottom. So I'm thinking maybe I could do her name at the top and her dates, 1932 to 2008 down there at the bottom. But we'll see when I get there. You know me, I'll change my mind 6 times before I get there. Okay. That brings me to haul. Well, I'm going to show you one other thing that I pulled out to finish, and that's going to lead me to haul. This is, I finished this in 2017, I think. Yep, 2017. This is a pattern from a magazine. I no longer remember what magazine it was, and I have looked and looked, and it would not be like me to throw that away, but I can't find it. So I don't remember anymore what magazine it was, but this is the 10 Commandments. And some of you probably saw this on Instagram recently because I was trying to debate which frame to use on it. And I never did get around to getting it stretched because when I couldn't find my point driver and I just had stuff sitting here in pieces, I decided to just put the framing away until I found the point driver. But I found that, so this will be getting finished sooner or later. So this is the 10 Commandments from some cross stitch magazine, and I believe I started this in 1993 or 4 and finished it in 2017. And I think it's very, very pretty. I like it a lot. So I'm going to be finishing that sooner rather than later. And then I was watching Cynthia Brewster. And she showed, well, now what did I do with it? There it is. She showed that she had done this. And this is Words to Live By Raise the Roof Designs. And specifically, this one says it was done by Susan Rayner, our own Susie Reno. And it is the 10 Commandments, but they are done in rhyme, and they are so cute. And I just want to read you what they say. Words to live by. And sorry, can't see for nothing here. Thou no God shall have but me. Before no idol bend thy knee. Take not the name of God in vain, nor the Sabbath day profane. Give thy parents honor due. Take heed that thou no murder do. Abstain from words and deeds unclean. Steal not, for thou by God art seen. Tell not a willful lie, nor love it. What is thy neighbor's, do not covet. And I just think, you know, she showed so much imagination to change the 10 Commandments into this rhyme form. I think it's really, really, really cute. And I am going to be doing that. So my traditional 10 Commandments can have this to keep them company. So that was my first bit of haul. And this was from eBay. I found it, I don't know how difficult it is to find, but if you cannot locate it and you want it, you might try contacting either Susie or Teresa and seeing if they can help you out there. Sorry, another sip of water. Okay. And then other haul. Anne from the Shepherd's Needle posted this on Instagram a couple weeks ago. And this is a Chessie and Me called 1770 Harbor. And I just really, really like it. I like these row houses. I like the big old long flag. I liked it a lot. And it's a little kit. It's kitted with a 36 count linen. And I believe those are probably Bellswa silks. I don't know for sure. But anyway, it's kitted with 36 count and some silk. And I messaged her and said, send me one. And I bet if you message her, she'd send you one too. She's going to be really rude and make you pay for it. But, you know, details. And then about, I guess about a month or so ago, I saw this posted. And this is a new release from Teresa Kogut. And it is exclusive to the Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio. And it is called, what's it called? In His Image. And I like the man and wife together. I just thought it was really pretty. I will probably change the color somewhat because this is very earth tony. And I'm not really an earth tones girl, but love the pattern. So I tried calling. For 2 days, I tried calling. You couldn't get through because they were so busy. So I sent them a Facebook message, and they did call me back. And, you know, sent me one of these. But the lady I talked to, I want to say her name was Paula, maybe. She was hilarious. They were apparently totally overwhelmed. They were not in any way, shape, or form prepared for how intensively people wanted this. So it was hilarious talking to her because apparently you just ran them ragged. But it's very pretty. And when I get Land That I Love finished, this will be my next Teresa Kogut. All right, what else? I know I had more haul. Oh, my Silks for You for January came. And these are very subtle. They're pretty tones of gold shading to kind of almost an olivey, kind of an olive gold. But really pretty. Not a color palette that I would necessarily, you know, if I was going and picking out silks to add to my stash, which means that this is good because it will fill a niche that I really didn't know I needed filling. So I'm very, very happy with those colors. And Jo with Silks for You is a master dyer. I don't know if she has openings in her Silk of the Month Club right now. They are 5 skeins, 10 meter skeins of 6-stranded silk shipped from Australia for $21 for all of them. It's a deal you can't beat with a stick. Is that all my haul? I think that might be all my haul. Oh, wait, no. I told you we went junking, antiquing in Memphis. My husband looks for NASCAR. He collects NASCAR die casks. Anyway, I look at other things while he's looking for those things. And I thought this was really, really pretty. The top especially is very pretty. And I bought it and I thought, it's a fruitcake tin is what it is. And I think I paid $6 for this, if I remember right. But I thought, I'll put a cross stitch on top of that and I'll have just a really pretty tin. But then the more I looked at it, the more I thought, I like that so much, I don't want to cover it up. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to put something inside of it. That's probably what will happen, is I will eventually stitch something and put inside of there on the bottom. I also thought I could turn it up and put it, you know, finish it on the top inside this little rim here. But then I don't know what I'd do with the lid. Stand it beside it, maybe. Look here. But anyway, it's just so pretty. I don't want to cover that up. I think it's really pretty. Can I say I think it's really pretty one more time? I think it's really pretty. There, I did it. So, and I also got several frames, but I have put them away in the closet, and in the interest of not breaking them, I'm leaving them there. So I did also get several frames when we were out junking and antiquing. Let me see if I covered all the goodies here. I think I did. Okay. I got some happy mail. Eugenia Covarrubias. I went to school with a Joe Covarrubias. Probably no relation, but that was long ago and far away in Edna, Texas. But anyway, I was contacted by a Eugenia Covarrubias who said she would like to send some charts for me to give away on my channel. So she sent a whole passel of stuff that these will be coming to y'all. And I'll just flip through really quickly a few of them. She sent a really nice note. And thank you again, Eugenia. There's some Lizzie Kates. Some JW Designs. I think this one is gorgeous. Brenda Gervais. Anyway, there's several here, and I mean, more than several. There's a lot. So these will be coming to y'all as I get the giveaways done. So, again, thank you so much, Eugenia. That you made my day when I opened that package. That was awesome. My whole desk is going to explode back there, I think. And then, I don't know, several months ago, I had lent these patterns to, shoot, her name's gone out of my head. Diane Mazur. She had contacted me when I had showed this and asked me if she could borrow the patterns. And as I throw it on the floor, I allowed her to borrow the patterns. This was a mystery sal, was released in 3 parts. And I finished this and then fully finished it not too long ago. But anyway, I sent this off to Diane, and she has finished hers. And Diane, if you see this, I would love it if you sent me a picture of your finish. I'd love to see it. And she was so sweet. She sent those back to me, and she included some linen And Diane, you did not need to do this. I appreciate it very much. She also sent me a gift certificate to 123 Stitch. So, wow, that was, I didn't see that coming. And thank you again. You made my day. So, and those charts will be a giveaway maybe next time. But that brings us to the giveaways from last time. And then we'll get to this week's giveaways. I've got stuff all over the place here. Let me put this in the bag. If you won something from the last video, I have not gotten it mailed out if you contacted me, but several people have not yet contacted me. So I will hold that stuff until I do my next video. But if you have not contacted me by hopefully 2 weeks from now, I'm going to pull names again. So our giveaways from last week. Let's see. This is a humble heart from Shepherd's Bush. It's the little pillow I showed you earlier. And it's just the chart now. I've used the guts of it. But the winner for this one is Cindy Martinez. So Cindy, if you will please email me and let me know your mailing address, I will get this sent out to you. And then we had Texas Signs of Spring from Redbird Designs. Yeah, from Redbird Designs. And this was a project that I abandoned. I couldn't do it. I lost interest. And the winner for this one is Linda Renfro. So, Linda, I think I have your email. But I will hopefully get out to the post office Monday or Tuesday of next week. I hope. What are the odds? This is the Snowman Sampler from Holly House. And the winner of this one was Joanne Toby. So, Joanne, please email me. It'll be in the drop down. And let me know your mailing address. Please put FlossTube in the subject line so I can find it if it ends up in my junk mail. And remind me what you win also. And then the last, or not the last, next to last, from last time, I finished this. I showed it on my last video. This is the Spring Doxology from Sweet Wing Studios. And she saw my last video and she very sweetly offered your choice of a free PDF download from her shop. And the winner for this one is Susan Silver. So, Susan, I think that you have already emailed me. I think. I will double check. But what I'm going to do is I am going to send your email address to Susan O'Brien, who is the owner of Sweet Wing Studios, and she should contact you and let you know, how you need to proceed to get your free download. And then the last thing was I accidentally got 2 copies of this planner, Coordinator of the Poop Show. And I only need one because my poop is nowhere near extensively spread out enough to cover 2 planners. So I tried to corral it to 1. But anyway, what that means is somebody's going to get this. And the winner for this one is Selma Hahn. Selma, same thing. Email me, let me know your mailing address, and I will send this to you. Put FlossTube in the subject line and remind me that you won the planner. So those were the giveaways from last time. And that brings us to the giveaways for this time, if I knew what I had done with them. Hang tight. I buried them. That's what I did with them. Okay. The first of those is, this is the one I just showed you. Shepherd's Hill from Shepherd's Bush. And it is just the pattern. I have used all the contents. But if you would like this one, use the word shepherd. S-H-E-P-H-E-R-D. This is one that Becky Houghton sent in a batch of stuff that she had sent me to give away. And this is Count Twice from Plum Street. And if you would like this one, use the word twice. T-W-I-C-E. Livia with Rovaris sent me this last year for me to give away. This is, and I think this is a great one for coming up to summer. Daisy from Rovaris. So use the word Daisy, D-I-S-Y. This is one of the Bent Creek photo booth patterns called Bacon and Eggs. And this is one, I don't remember who sent this one, but somebody was generous enough to send this in a batch of stuff for me to give away to y'all. So if you would like to use this one, use the word chicken, C-H-I-K-E-N. Another one that I recently finished, Bovinia from Plum Street. If you'd like to be entered to win Bovinia, use the word cow, C-O-W. This is another one that, this is a issue from May 2019 of Cross Stitcher magazine. It is chock full of stuff. If you would like, and this was, I don't remember who sent this one. Let's be honest, I just don't remember. But somebody was generous enough to share it with me. And so we're going to share it on to you. So if you would like to win the magazine, use the word magazine, M-A-G-A-Z-I-N-E. They don't have to be in a sentence. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just, you know, use that word. Make sure you spell it correctly because that's how I will search for it when I do the random comment picker thing. And then lastly, this is a little print that I pulled out of a frame that I'm going to use to frame something else. I don't think it's valuable, but if you would like this little Sweet Dreams print with the sheep on it, I just thought it was cute. Maybe somebody wants it. If you do want it, use the word dreams, D-R-E-A-M-S, and I will send that to you. If nobody wants it, then it'll go in the recycling, but I thought it was kind of cute. There, that's it. Wow, 46 minutes. That's the longest one I think I've done in a while. I'm so glad that y'all came to visit with me today. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate that too. And I look forward to visiting with y'all again soon. And in the meantime, enjoy your stitching. Have a wonderful time, guys. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.